when I look at a problem, like I was renovating my house, I always go to YouTube and I search, like, how do you do this? And usually that's a good way to look at a problem. Has anyone actually managed to do what we're trying to do? And the first step of what everyone is trying to do is decarbonize the electricity grid, because that's kind of the low-hanging fruit of decarbonization. And throughout my entire lifespan, I was born in 1986, Sweden has had a completely decarbonized electricity grid. So for me, it was obvious to see, what did we do? How long did it take? How much did it cost? Obviously, it's a small example, but basically France is a similar example at a much larger scale. But Sweden is kind of the size of a typical US state. And so you could make the argument that if every state did like Sweden, that would add up to United States, for instance. But France is a similar story on a much larger scale. So there are a few examples, but obviously we have this big problem because there aren't a lot of good examples. There are only a few good examples. But what I was starting to look at in my academic research is, how did Sweden do this? How did France do this? How quickly did it happen? And how much did it cost? And so those stories, I think, are stronger than energy systems modeling, which I also do, because they actually happen in real life.